Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Chioma and you're welcome to my channel. In today's video is a story time. I'm going to be telling you guys how I found out that I had a breast lump and how I got it removed. I'm also going to be teaching you guys how to check and when to check whether you have a breast lump, and definitely I'm going to be giving you guys advice in case you find out that you have a breast lump. But before we jump right into this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that whenever I drop any amazing video, you'll be the first to get notified. Comment, share, do whatever you need to do for this video to reach a lot of people. Okay, let's get this video started. I found out that I had a lump in my SS2, and that was my SS2 first term. So in my secondary school, I was a boarder. Throughout my secondary school, right from GS1 to SS3, I was a boarder. And my school of organizing program that we educate and benefit students in one way or the other. So they organized cancer awareness program. But before the cancer awareness program, I did not know what lump was actually about. I've never heard of it before. I don't even have any idea of it, okay? And before the program, guys, I already had lump in my breast and I did not know because I don't know what it was. So thank God for the program. So like I said, my school organized their cancer awareness program. So on that particular day, it was a woman that spoke to us. So the woman that spoke to us, she made mention of a lot of things. Thank God for that woman and thank God for that program. So she was talking on cancer, specifically breast cancer. You guys know we have a lot of cancer. We have prostate cancer, skin cancer, lung cancer, belly cancer. We have a lot of cancer, even breast cancer. She was talking on breast cancer. Before you have breast cancer, you might have had lump in your breast, okay? So it is that lump that you have in your breast that actually leads to cancer. You don't just have cancer from nowhere. Cancer cannot come from nowhere. It comes from lump. It's the lump that grows into cancer. So she told us that there are two types of lump, which we have cancerous lump and non-cancerous lump. Cancerous lump are lump that can actually lead to cancer if you do not get it out on time, if you do not notice it on time. Maybe the lump has been in your breast for a very long time and without your knowledge, you don't even know that you have lump, can actually lead to cancer. So cancerous lump are just lump that leads to cancer if you do not get it removed on time. If you do not notice it on time, it leads to cancer. Why non-cancerous lump is a lump that does not cause cancer. It cannot lead to cancer. But if you find out that you have lump, the doctor might tell you, do you want to get it removed or do you want to leave it? But for me, I will advise you that you should get it removed if you have non-cancerous lump, because if you notice that you have any lump and the doctor said it's non-cancerous, me, I will advise you, my sister, get it removed, okay? She taught us how to check and when to check whether you have a lump. So after the program, all the students went to their different hostels, which I also did. I also went to my own hostel. So at night, I decided to check whether I have lump, just for checking sake, because she told us to check when we get to the hostel in our own convenient time. I decided to check whether I have a lump. Then, fortunately, or will I say unfortunately for me, I'm just saying it's very fortunate. I was very fortunate because I had to check and I found that immediately. So I will not say I am unfortunate. Fortunately for me, when I was checking, I found out that I had a lump in my breast. So I started freaking out. I was so scared. A lot of things were going through my mind that particular day. I found out, like, is it cancerous lump? How long has the lump been in my breast? Like, am I going to survive this? Like, seriously, a lot of negative thoughts were going through my mind that night. So when I was talking to myself in the bedroom, one of my classmates there, she was also in the bedroom with me, because in a boarding school, you'll be in a bedroom with a lot of people. So I was in the bedroom with my classmates. So she asked me why I was talking to myself. So I told her that I found something in my breast, but I'm still unsure whether it was lump. So she had to help me check. I found a lump around this part. So she checked and was like, yes, it's lump. And I was like, it's not lump. I wanted to convince her and convince myself that it was not lump, and I had to keep it to myself. I did not tell anybody because I was still in school. I did not tell my classmates. I did not tell my close friends, my best friend. I did not tell any of them. Even the girl that found out in the bedroom with me, I had to convince her that it was not lump. So she had to forget about everything. The reason I didn't tell my friends and my classmates, like, I'm still not sure whether it was lump, so I had to keep it to myself first of all. And still, I didn't want to be the center of discussion in my class. I don't want people to pity me, tell me sorry, because I don't really like people telling me sorry or feeling bad for me. In the past, people be feeling bad for me and be like, child, do you know that she found out that she has lump? I don't like that kind of thing. I had to keep it to myself, I beg. So, but it was killing me. At least I would have told my close friends because I trusted them more, but I kept it to myself. I didn't want to tell anybody. I'm still unsure whether it was actually lump. I don't want to tell them that I have lump when I get home and it's not lump. So I just had to keep it to myself. Then it was really killing me. Like the thought of me having lump was killing me. I was so restless. I was so bothered. Like they said, the problem shared is a problem half solved. Okay, but I did not tell anybody. Even I told my friends, they would have helped me to like comfort me or something, but I kept it to myself. I didn't want to tell anybody, and I was dying inside. So, but thank God, fortunately for our midterm was around the corner, so we are going on midterm next week. Finally, I went to, and I had to tell my mom. My mom, it was very new to her because she'd not heard of something like that. She'd not heard of lump before, but she knows that there is something like cancer. Me, as a student then, I didn't even know what lump was. So I was, educated through that program. I had to educate her. I had to tell her, look at what lump is. I had to tell her the 2 types of lump. My mom was even scared. Throughout that period, she was checking herself. All my siblings, we were all checking themselves. Then my mom told my dad, look at what they found out, look at what I found out. So we started looking for a hospital to get solution. But thank God that one of my cousins has gone through something like this. She has removed lump before. It was a mom that put us through. It was a mom that told us the hospital to go to. At the end of the day, we did not go to the hospital that my aunt directed us to, because the hospital is very far from where we were living before. So we wanted to look for a hospital that is within us. So we started looking for a hospital. We went to one particular hospital, and the doctor checked me. The doctor asked me some embarrassing questions, and I had to answer because that was for my own good. After the several tests that was taken, the doctor confirmed that it was lump, but it is not cancerous. The doctor asked me whether I wanted it to be removed. I said to my mom, what am I leaving it for? The doctor, yes, I want it to be removed. Yeah, after a series of questions and the discussion, we ended up not going back there because one, it was expensive, and then we are looking at the hospital as if they cannot really carry out the surgery successfully. So my daddy was like, it was still not okay with that hospital, so he was looking for another hospital. At the process of looking for other hospital, my stay at home was already up, my holiday was already due, so it was my time to go back to school. So my dad said I can't continue staying in the house. Once they find a suitable and a perfect hospital for me, they will come and pick me. So what I should do is just to go back to school. Then when it's time, they will tell my principal, then they will come and take me home for the surgery. So I had to agree with my dad, but I was still scared because I don't know how long they would take before coming to take me, because I don't want it to enter cancer. So they assured me that the moment they find a good hospital, they will pick me. So I agreed with them, and I went back to school. I continued chilling with my classmates. I pretended as if nothing happened. Started chilling with my close friends, gisting with them. I still did not tell them that I found out that I had a lump and I'm preparing to go for surgery. Like play. 1 week later, a senior called me and they told me that the principal is calling me. I went to the principal's office. The woman told me that my parents called her and told her about my condition, that they are coming to pick me. So she told me I should get ready, that my parents are coming to pick me. I asked her when my parents actually told her that they are coming to pick me. So she told me that my parents are coming to pick me the next day. So I was like, oh my God, I've not even told my friends the reason I was going to go home. So I was looking for an excuse to give my classmates, to tell them this is the reason I'm going to go home. So I was thinking of a good lie that I would give them that they would believe, and I was like, oh yeah, because I had eye problem. In fact, I still have eye problem, because all my classmates knew that I had glasses, and yes, I was using glasses. So I had to tell them that I am going home to get my eyes checked again and get a new glass. My close friends, some of them advised me not to go because our exam was already at the corner, and it's very unwise for me to go home because of that excuse. So they told me I should stay back in school. After the exam, I can go home and get it done at the same time when we are going home for holiday. So I already knew the reason I was going home. So I had to insist. I had to tell them, no, this is very, very important. I cannot joke with my sight. Some of them told me to get something for them, but in school, when you're going home, your friends will tell you, don't forget buy this, so bring food, all these things. So, but I did not tell them. Like, I regretted not telling them, because my classmates are like prayer warriors. And even I told them, they would have prayed for me. I would have a strong heart that there are people backing me up with prayer in school. I did not tell them, and I was regretting it when I went home. So yeah, I went home, and my parents found a new hospital. Went to the hospital. People that are living at Fox Road, if you know you're living in about Fox Road, the hospital is Kingsway Hospital. That hospital is a very good hospital. Yeah, in case you find that, you can check out the hospital if you're living in Aba. But if you're not living in Aba, you can also go to any hospital. They have good hospitals in Nigeria here, and good doctors and good nurses. Okay, back to what I was saying. My parents found a hospital before I came back. So when I came back the next day, I went to the hospital with my mom, met the doctor. I started explaining to the doctor how I found out through cancer awareness program. So it was the cancer awareness program that helped me, blah blah blah. I told him all this stuff, and he asked me some questions which I answered, and he sent us to scan one particular place, that same Fox Road. So we went there. The man did whatever he did, wrote whatever he wrote, and they sent us back to the doctor. We went back to the doctor, we submitted the test result. I don't know whether I'm correct, but he said that it is at 6 o'clock. But yeah, that was what he said, but I cannot remember actually the word he used. He said that the lump is located at 6 o'clock a.m. That's how they said it. Okay, those people that have had the experience will know what I'm talking about. So the doctor said that the lump was located at 6 a.m. whether I'm correct, but that was it's what I heard. He told me that I have to go for a few tests in their hospital. So I took a little test. I took HIV test, blood level test. I took a lot of tests. Yeah, finally all the tests came out, and I was negative in the HIV part. Yeah, and my blood level was it 70. Yeah, so it was okay. I'm good to go. Then they scheduled the date for the surgery. Oh my god, I was so scared. God, I was so scared. I was scared like never before. I don't know, I was very very scared. Then I was praying to God. My parents were praying, my aunties, they were praying for me. On the day for the surgery, I went to the hospital because the time the doctor gave us was 4 o'clock, like 4 p.m. So we went there before 4 p.m. and we had to wait for the doctor. The moment the nurse came and called me, oh my god, my heart dropped. Like, my heart dropped immediately. I had to follow her to the theater. No, first of all, I followed her to a room and I had to change to their, a theater clothes. Then I entered into the theater. The doctor came and the nurse there. Then they told me I should pray. I prayed and they started the surgery. And thank God I came out successfully. And nothing happened, so they did the surgery very well. So the next day, oh my god, that was the time I realized that I had surgery. After the surgery, I did not feel any pain because of the injection they gave me. And come to think of it, there is this medicine they gave me. It was very 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 harsh on me. I started throwing up. We had to go back to the hospital because I do come to the hospital every, call it 2 hours or 4 hours to take injection. So my mom had to complain to them that the medicine they gave me, I've been vomiting. So the doctor told them to remove the medicine. But unfortunately, the medicine led to ulcer. So it was after the surgery that I developed ulcer. I had ulcer. From that day, now I'm an ulcer patient. After the surgery, I went back to school, but I didn't go back to school as a brother again because I was not going from home. Then when I went to school, I finally told my classmates. I finally explained to them the reason I really went home. Then I didn't really tell them the reason I went home. I told them that when I went home for the eye checkup, it was a period I found out that I had a lump. So I didn't tell them that I found out in school. Yeah, after the surgery, I was going from home to school and I was writing my exam. So that was it. That was how I found out. Thank God for the program. If not for the program, I don't know what would have happened to me. So it was just that program that saved me, which I'm also saving people that are going to be watching this video, because I wanted to share my experience and how I found out, because there are some people there who don't even know what lump is, just the way I don't know what lump was before. Okay, so I just want to help people through this video. So that was how my experience was. That was how I found out. So now I'm going to be teaching you guys how to check and when to check whether you have a lump. Okay, when you should check whether you have a lump, according to the woman that spoke to us on that program, she said 3 days after your menstruation. Like 3 days after your menstruation, you have to wait 3 more days before you check. Okay, she said a lot of things that I cannot even remember all of them. So she said the reason why you should be checking 3 days after your menstruation is that, you know, when we are done menstruating, our body changes a lot, and it's the best time for you to check. How you should check is, first of all, when you are bathing in the bedroom, that's the best time for you to check. At that moment, your body is slippery. If you have a lump, it's going to be very obvious. Then how you should check is, just take a look at what I'm going to do now, guys. You place your left hand on your head. It doesn't matter any hand you want to start with, okay? Anyone you want to start with, you can start with that. So you place your left hand on your head, then your left breast. Look at how I'm going to do it. You just move gently around your breast like this. Just move gently. Don't be fast, because if you are fast, you might miss a spot. So you just need to be gentle. So you move gently around your breast. You move gently around your breast. Just gently around your breast like this. The way I'm doing. I hope you guys are seeing me. Like this. Just check it. You're checking it. If you have a lump, you will spot it out. The same thing applicable to the right one. You move gently around your breast. They call it a check test, okay? You do the check test. But the woman said it's 3 days after your menstruation. For me, I don't even do it 3 days after my menstruation. I do it anytime I feel like, okay, anytime I'm taking my bath in the bedroom, or anytime I'm applying cream, I check myself. So you need to be checking yourself. So the advice I will give you as someone who has gone through something like this is, first of all, be checking yourself. Anytime you remember, just check yourself so that you'll not be caught off guard. Just be checking yourself. Always check yourself. Do the check test. Not even if it is not 3 days after your menstruation, you can still check yourself. You can still find out the lump. Another advice I will give you as someone who has gone through something like this is, if you find out that you have a lump, don't keep it to yourself. I did not keep it to myself. I only kept it away from my classmate, but I did not keep it from my parents. I told them, okay? So don't keep it to yourself. Share it with somebody that you are living with. You are living with your parents. You tell your parents. If you're a mother that you also find that, you can go to the hospital. If you're an adult, you can go to the hospital and, you know, tell your doctor. Don't keep it to yourself. Make sure you go straight to the hospital if you find out that you have something like this, so that your doctor will know the next step to take. The third advice I'll give to you as someone who has gone through something like this is, when you find out that you have a lump, there is this kind of thing that normally happens. It happened to me, and during the program, the woman warned us about that. The idea of, when you find out that you have a lump, you tell your friends, you tell your parents, tell your church members, or you tell anybody, and the person will tell you that you don't need to go to a hospital to get it removed. What you need is prayers. You need 30 days and 30 nights. You need praying and fasting. You need to go to church and sleep. That's a lie, my dear. That is a typical lie. When your doctor said you need surgery, my dear, you need surgery. Don't listen to anybody. What you will do, you just use prayer and back yourself up, okay? Because even the Bible made us to understand that heaven help those who help themselves. So you cannot come and fold your arms so that God start helping you when you're not even trying to help yourself. So if your doctor said you need to get it removed, my sister, you need to get it removed. Don't just fold your arms and say, God will help me. My dear, heaven help those who help themselves. So help yourself so that heaven will help you. So that's what I have to tell you. I think that's going to be the end of this video. Yes, if I remember any other stuff that I did not tell you guys, I will leave it down below the comment section. And if you have any questions to ask, make sure you leave it down below the comment section, and I will answer you right away, okay? I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, so that whenever I drop any amazing video, you'll be the first to get notified. Don't forget, I love you guys so much. Bye.